Hey y'all, what's going on? Hold on for one moment. Just trying to get this in the area like this, and bam, bam. It was perfect. Pretty sure my arms are saying the same thing. It was perfect. Like my plans were perfect. Sorry. Actually, let me go get my Hold on to this. Where's everything? Hold on. Oops. Just a little thing. Okay. What's going on? Hey, hi. So actually this video is supposed to be super quick. All right, let's go. Let go. All right, so I got finished. I just came from trying to run an errand. Trying to do things, trying to cross something off my list. And unfortunately, one of the things that happened was, some interference going on by people who were, my ops, basically. Here's the thing. This is all about boundaries, and I think the title is pretending to. What is it? Pretending to something. God damn it! It was something. It was relative to pretending to underestimate me. But actions say otherwise. If if you don't believe that I can achieve something, then why are you trying to block it? Why are you trying to block it? Especially when you block it and then you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but you do. There's really something wrong with you. Something to the point where people should not be trying to excuse this, feel bad for you, feel sorry for you, or any of that kind of shit. When it comes to you crossing people's boundaries and being really disrespectful and controlling. If somebody doesn't want to hang out with you, then be okay with that shit. Cry. Do what normal people do. You feel me? Eat carbs, cry, try to do things on the internet that are not disrespectful to, well, hopefully like yourself, but also to the other person. Like, just because you just will look more hurt and more bitter if you do that. And it's really not a good look universally. It'll basically look like I made the right decision by cutting you off. And also, no matter what you guys try to say about me, it's like, hey, look, even if you try to pretend and say that I'm trying to communicate with you, what am I saying on my fucking platforms that I really don't want anything to do with you? So now for you, in order for you to save face, you got to try to make up shit to the best of your abilities with your hacker boyfriend and your other resources in order to try to make it look, no, I'm important. No, see, she wants to still talk to me. Oh my God, you're not the first person to try to do that. Guys themselves will literally make up content in order. Future himself, before, when he was in his Sierra moments, and he was just, still just, a little toxic right now, but he's saved, he's sexy, he's uh yeah, I just wanted to say that. Had to put that out there. When he was just like, yo, I'm gonna get my bitch back after he dogged her out, and it was just like, obviously not gonna happen. And then, but it's just like an example of guys will do like the most crazy, obscene thing, call you out, call you names, make allegations and things of that nature, and then expect for you to be like, oh yeah, okay, now I want you back and stuff like that. Drake did that to fucking Rihanna. It was something about like Grammy. It was in a few songs, at least a couple. I believe three, but where he made like these like snide behind like little comments at her, and it was way back in the day, way back in the day. Like, it's whatever because they made up, but she was just like she was done. She was done. So like she gave him another chance because obviously Drake has magical powers or whatever like that. I'm not saying like he has real magical powers, but I'm just saying like whatever happened in order for him to charm his way into her heart, she was just like, fine, whatever. She gave it another chance. But to like collab music or whatever like that. But I think at the end of the day, it was that curve on TV when he tried to give her a kiss. And she was like very surprised when he was giving her accolades because he was like presenting awards to her, and she was just like, because she was surprised. And then he tried to kiss her, and she was just like, cheek. And then he tried to make her jealous with that picture with J Lo. I'm not like, look, this is back in the day. I know this is really old because a lot of people right now are probably like, when did this happen? Look, I don't really follow the trends. This was stuff like back in the day, so I don't even know what's going on. Like when anybody mentions a celebrity or something like that, I'm just like, okay. Oh, it's really bad because this tells you how old. It was somebody that was literally a rapper, and they got like and they're on trial, and I literally thought it was a soft drink. It was like I'm not even shading. I literally thought it was like a Mountain Dew drink, like, but in the South, because you know how like root beer is called like Mr. Pibb or something like that. So I thought that they were talking about something like that, and that's really embarrassing. They didn't use court references, and I thought, okay, well, anyway, it's just that I don't go for the dramas, like, so please forgive me. My point is that was relative. I mean, that's relative to guys really being in their feelings when they know that they've lost somebody good, and especially if somebody didn't cross you, Um, so that must have hurt even more so. And that's the kind of situation that I'm in. So when people are over here making up lies and things of that nature about me, it's just like, you know what? I take it for what it is, but I'm literally trying to move my life. Is when you're trying to do other things that are corrupt, that doesn't make you a narcissist. That makes you a fucking criminal. You're not going to be called just a narcissist for doing some really corrupt situations where you're trying to murder me and assassinate me. Please do not think that I'm a person that's going to roll over and show you my belly, thinking that I'm going to let you do that. And there's been too many people who have been participating in gang stalking me and surveilling me, thinking that, well, telling or advising or trying to shame and guilt me, think and speaking for me that I'm forgiving people or I'm going to allow this shit to continue without any fucking consequences. Because I'm just like, no. So this is why it leads me into the next part. So we started off with why people, just randomly, just I don't know, why men and women get in their fucking feelings, because women, it's the same thing with women who lose best friends, because obviously I was a really great person to family members and ex-friends, or else people wouldn't be keeping my name in their fucking mouth and trying to make up a whole lot of bullshit saying, oh no, like we're still together and stuff like that. Then why are you trying to over here trying to criticize me? Try to talk about like little, you have to make up lies, so first of all, in order to try to, gain more favor for you and try to take my fucking character when we don't even want to, like, well, when I don't even want to talk to you. I truly took you to court, had to post that on Twitter that I don't want anything to do with you, and yet the judge is advising me to go ahead and make some type of like mediation, and then if that doesn't work, then we're gonna go to trial. But bitch, it's definitely going to go to trial because you've done so much shit in order to fucking disrupt and mess up my life. And you think that what you can do right now is just like you can try to hold this over my hand, was like, well, if you forgive me, then I'll give you your life back. Or it's not even my life back. It's like whatever kind of rendition or anything like that that you think that is sufficient for me, where I still have to do what you think that I have to do what you say, or allow you in my life or anything like that. And I'm just like, no, no. So you rather see me, I guess, like penniless, miserable, and all this other kind of stuff, burdened, and this, that, here, and the third. And I would say that it's sad, but it's far worse than that. It's really pathetic. It's really pathetic, disgusting, and unattractive. I don't even know. Like, truly, you are just the both of you, men and women. You are just things to fuck without having any real, genuine feelings for. And I'm not saying that I would fuck you, but I understand why you guys are the bicycles that you are, where everybody has had a fucking ride on you, because you're just things, and you're trying to make it seem like, why are we just like fucking? No, bitches, because you guys don't have anything else that's good for you, that's really better for you. Like, you don't have any genuine talent. I'm pretty sure that anything that you found um of quality about you has been taken from somebody else, and you just like, like try to cultivate it for a while in a situation like that to try to make it your own. That was to the best of your ability, and that's still fucking second rate, because you use it in order to people please instead of actually pleasing your fucking self. Me, on the other hand, I'm literally trying to go about my business and my life doing my own thing. I don't have to worry about whether somebody else likes me or dislike me, but I'd appreciate when somebody actually likes me for me because I'm standing up for myself, I'm protecting myself, and I'm doing exactly what's needed of me. I'm not also accepting people who are coming at me half-ass, knowing that they stalk me and pretending like they don't and trying to be all up in my fucking business and smile on my fucking face. I don't take that shit. I do appreciate anybody who's willing to tell me something, but I'd rather them tell me directly and not from the safety of like, oh, coded words and coded messages where you have to talk to me passive aggressively. Then you're a gang stalker too. It's like you're triangulating too. That's and I'm not even being difficult. Like that's just basic fucking human respect. So here we are. I am obviously just, one and amazing. One and amazing, one in a million kind of person. And if it wasn't like that, then you guys would have been busting down my doors and trying to take me out already. In fact, you just might, but it was just like it's just something about Shalise that's got you guys like in a tizzy. Speaking of which, you over here were fucking doubting me, and yet you needed to have like two cops at one location to try to protect one of your own, one of my ops, obviously. Because I told you I was done. I was fucking done. There's one thing for me to tell you that I cut you off. It's another thing and entirely where you can't accept that and you want to try to interfere or mess with my life. That's really going to put you in the fucking grave. I shit you not. I don't care what the fucking judge says when it comes to like, oh, okay, we need to do a mediation. That shit is not gonna work when people are pursuing to fucking try to harm me. That's just not me. It's just not me for me to be like, okay. No. You've used the government in order to try to intimidate me, and you've also used the government today in order to try to like intimidate me and try to think that I was going to back down. I was like, no. The point was made. The point was made from my message was fucking sent and obviously fucking received. And I'll tell you why. Right now, and probably for like maybe like less than 2 hours, you guys are probably like snickering and probably thinking like really boisterous or something like that. But like, oh hey, yeah, like we sponsored from like from fulfilling one of those little errands that I was talking about. But I'm like cutting you off. Because I mean I've already cut you off where it was like connection and stuff like that, but I was literally about to let you fucking have it. I'm so serious. Yes, I'm saying this fucking publicly because honestly, bitches, I'm tired of the fucking games where you're just like, I don't know what she's talking about. No, bitch. You do. And anybody who's literally looking from the sidelines, like, yo, that's literally how fucking real and raw I am. You can use that as a fucking evidence, but it's just like you guys initiated this shit, and I have done nothing fucking to you guys. I've only been a fucking plus in your lives, and I was just like, no, you can't keep using other people for like to serve you. I am a person who needed to live my life. I've literally done nothing but support people since even I shit you not elementary school. I was the kind of person who had a mother who worked or was trying to be underneath men, which is crazy, and kept having babies. And I was taking care of those babies, and I was taking care of my grandmother, and I was getting fucking like A's and scholars and like seriously, I was going to school, learning languages, being a tutor, being a babysitter, had a whole bunch of like hustles because that's just who I am. And into adulthood, I'm just like, yo, I really want to pursue the things that I want to do. Like I started pursuing more art. Then I did the YouTube, and that was going good for me. And I had like, and I was going out more and being just, not being a whore unless like, unlike what people were saying. Like I was just networking and doing art and catching up on all the things that it was that I held myself back from because I didn't get to have a childhood. So I got to, be like more of my bubbly personality and just kind of like live those moments. And it's really sick because I see society for what it is, where humanity is really shit. Like they do not see outside of themselves right now. They haven't for a lot of time, for a long time, but they pretend to now where they think that I owe them my personal space, my fucking privacy, regardless of where they're like, yo, like be comfortable with things that you cannot control. I'm like, that's total fucking bullshit. We live every fucking day we still live in a generation where people who were like living during the civil rights movement are still alive and they can still tell us the stories about what the fuck happened. So you can't tell me like, okay, be comfortable with things where you can't, that you can't control. And one of the things that and the main thing that it is that, you want me to be comfortable with is my human rights to be violated. The law states that slavery is supposed to be only enacted if you had violated the law, and there was no law that I had violated. Even now, with me pursuing, this is crazy. People are really in their fucking feelings that I'm offering the fucking consequences that the government is not giving me, or giving, or the justice that they're not giving me, or the justice that's definitely deserved, against my ops, and which is partially them and also the people who were related to me in my life. I It was at New Jersey. There is a law in New Jersey. There is a law where it says that a person has the right to protect themselves inside or outside of their home. And that's what I was fucking doing. That is called self-defense. Because honestly, bitch, if y'all can't do y'all fucking job, then I will fucking do it. In fucking broad daylight or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Um, this is still looping me back to this. Is I'm staying on topic, but it's just like, I just wanted to still like throw in some little tokens into what it is on how my day went. Literally maybe like less than 2 hours ago. So you guys knew that first off, what you're doing is fucking illegal. So you know that. So you don't need to act stupid. We're just like, we didn't know that you were serious. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You knew exactly that I didn't like this shit. And if I cut you off and I'm over here like going to the court, filing police reports, this, that, here, and the third, you're being really fucking stupid. You're being voluntarily naive about the situation. So that's all on you. That's your fault. You're gonna have to contemplate that for as many times as possible in fucking prison where you ought to be. That has nothing to do with me. So that's really like a personal problem. Like, your stupidity is a personal problem. For you to actually hold so many degrees or education and try to think that you're superior to me, you really move like you're fucking retarded. You move like you're a fucking idiot. Actually, yeah. Even when you're not against, like, even when, like, I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about, like, period. The fact that, you hoard yourself out to be like, the number one whore for the world. Um, the fact that you've gotten all this plastic surgery and yet you still look like a German fucking sausage and just look fucking like a wrapped up, tarred piece of shit, and you act accordingly like that. You have all this money, and yet you still want to try to look down on people who don't have it, and you don't acknowledge the people who you got the money from. You shit on those people. Like I said, like, you're stupid. Fucking stupid. So I don't respect you for many things, but those points actually count towards that. Okay, I'm kind of like losing the sun. I have to do some things. And I did say I was going to do a Juneteenth video, and I still am going to do that Juneteenth video. It's that I don't believe it's going to come out on Juneteenth, which is today. So, yeah, but I'm still going to do it. Isn't this cute little setup? Anyway, not lavender. Okay. So 2 hours ago, I had came from a place where I was, running, one of the situations. And obviously, the first time I told y'all with the shits, y'all thought it was a fucking joke. Even up to today, y'all think shit is like, still a fucking joke. You can have cops around you and things like that trying to protect you and whatnot like that. You still think that it's is a fucking joke. But the thing is that now, yeah, you have like, you have police around you. You have to make sure that the police are fucking near. You're over here trying to act cocky, but You fucking see now that I'm not fucking playing. You showed your fucking hand. You try to underestimate or just think that, or you were pretending like, I was gonna do anything. Then why you had the cops? Out of all the other times, because the last time when I actually approached you, all right, hold on. Here's the thing: the fact that you had to talk behind my fucking back, the fact that you had to talk behind my back. Now I'm not talking about. Hold on. I want to make this clear right now that I am not talking about two individuals that I had posted on Twitter the other day because they, well, first off, I don't know where they stand. And even if I did, I really don't want to be next to those bitches. I'm so serious. I want nothing to do with those bitches. But one of the ops who helped orchestrate this shit, they needed a fucking talking to, and they needed a fucking lesson. The message is fucking clear here, and y'all seem to have fucking received it because then you wouldn't have needed no fucking cops, right? Y'all would have been just going about your way, like going on about your day, about your way, thinking like, oh well, she just playing whatever like that. Y'all know I meant business today. Y'all knew I meant fucking business today. The messages had changed, and every fucking day henceforth is just gonna be a fucking Russian roulette. It really will. It will be a fucking Russian roulette. I don't need to prove anything because obviously it's already proven because now you got fucking like, you got the fucking cops over here trying to babysit you guys, making sure that you get your little car safely, making sure you get to, your little house safely and shit like that. Because I told you I was fucking done. I was fucking done. So while you laughing, you was like, oh, okay, well, she didn't get to fulfill it. Okay, it's comparable to this. I didn't need to execute this task. Doesn't mean I'm not going to. Because what happened was just that I was ready to fucking show you I mean business. I've been showing you guys that I mean business though, but apparently the last time was where you guys were like, oh shit. And even recently you're just like, we're gonna try to take this serious. So, and seriously, as seriously does, I went to a destination to see one of the ops. I'm not talking about the other two. I'm not talking about the other two. I'm talking about a different op. So that's affiliated with them. So I went to go see one of the fucking ops. They had a cop car coming, and I was just like, "That's not gonna stop me." They had two cop cars coming, and I was just like, "Okay, I see how this is gonna go down." And I'm pretty sure that they were using it in order to try to intimidate me. I really don't give a fuck what's gonna happen. And probably we're gonna try to like draw something in order to like, either probably like take me down like that. I made arrangements for that. like so serious. Like I'm the kind of person who will not off myself. Like I'm not going to off myself, but I will take out somebody. If it comes to if you over here trying to threaten my life, I will try to take you out, or I will try to have like a fucking souvenir before like if we are going here to here, I'm gonna try to take something with me. It's like that Denzel meme. Oh, I'm going to leave with something. I will try to make it my fucking mission. If you're close enough, I will try to leave with fucking something. I have this right now publicly, because black people made it their fucking business to act like they could try to be my overseer or authoritative person. Meanwhile, they're over here tap dancing and giving permission for white people and non-blacks and other people who are black to do the same thing to them. Juggling for fucking treats. So anyway, I was out there, ready to do what I needed to do. And op was just like, trying to feel like so fucking safe. And I was just like, all right, well, um I see what the situation is. Let's just see how it is at the next location. So I'll go to the next location. I beat the op there. There, it just seemed too fucking easy. It really did. It seems too fucking easy because normally op goes in like the location. Like I was just like, yo, this seems too easy. Sure enough, there's a cop car like one street over. Ready. Ready, setting outward. Ready at the ready at the whistle. There and also I would not be surprised if the person had like a little pistol in the little purse. But I'm so serious. I was ready. I'm so fucking ready to just be like, look, but if you didn't think that I was fucking serious, you wouldn't have had any cops there. You would have just been like, okay, I'm just gonna go about by my dad. I sent the message. And right now that's good enough. Right now that's good enough. Like, I'm not gonna be in my fucking feelings. Because you knew that I wasn't fucking playing. Right? It's like somebody assuming, look, you were thinking that I was gonna be all up in my feelings because I didn't get to execute this plan. What was the underlying purpose? Like, you obviously knew that I didn't want, obviously I'm a peaceful person because I don't want to have to like, I don't want to have to like exude any type of like energy where it happens to be like putting some people in their place. Like, I can put you in your place with just my words. But it seems like, you guys are using physical and judicial matters in order to try to just fuck with me. So I was just like, okay, well, I think we need to send like a stronger message here. And apparently it's received, and you guys needed to call some people in order to try to like, stop it. I'm just saying, if you were a powerful person, then you wouldn't have needed that. If you were God, you wouldn't have needed that. If you were just the person doing your own thing, if you were a God, you would really have not needed the muscle that was armed. You wouldn't have needed that, especially two. I mean, honestly, one car would have been enough, I guess, but like you needed two. You needed two. Three. Actually, I'm pretty sure that there was a fourth one. Waiting in the second location, but yes. So four. I'm just saying, all that for me, for me, for me. Bitch. I swear I must burn y'all toast. I do nothing fucking to you guys, but just exist, stay in my own fucking lane, do my own little business thing. Just that's it. It must burn y'all fucking toast. Look at that. Sunshine on the extra heart. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Get it. I feel like a turtle right now on a log on the sun. I burn y'all toast. Get it. Get it. Give it from a good side. So, yeah. I mean, look. At the end of the day, you bitches are so fucking weak, male and women. Um, Male and female. So I don't even say one or say women. You were just literally girls over the age of 18. You're not a woman, and you're not a man. You're just a boy that's over the age of 18, acting still like a boy, a man child, a woman child. Just, and not in the cute, adorable kind of sense, but in a very pathetic, bitch. Why would anybody listen to you? Not even for any type of like life lesson or anything like that. Like, no, no. You guys are a fucking joke, and you think that people are laughing with you, but the higher ups are really, they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. And you guys are helping them laugh at people that look like you, or that and came from where you came from. God, you're stupid. God, you're so fucking stupid. And it's even sadder because there's actually people who follow you, but because you have that money, they're thinking, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Bitch, you're a joke too," and also you're putting yourself in debt. God, disgusting. Well, the message was sent. Message was clear. Y'all was really probably in y'all feelings too, thinking y'all got something. It was just like, yeah, we sure showed her. Oh my goodness. Like seriously, it's like having okay, look. Imagine, I mean, look. It's like this. I'm going to compare it to going to work. You're not going to work because you love it. Well, some people can, but use it as my example. Like I'm not going to work because I love it. I'm going to work for the paycheck and honestly because it's not despicable. Um it's the people that make it bad. Not not really the duties, but it's some of the people. That's some of the people. I'm not gonna say everybody there is horrible, although everybody that knows it, that has been gang stalking me. You know, I can't say a redeeming thing about them. But yeah, like it's not the job that's bad. It's the people. It's the task that they trying to like throw on me, or the stipulations in this, that, and the third, that they know that they would be lenient with others on. Like, but that's a whole other conversation. My point is that I don't go to the job for the job itself. I go for the job for the paycheck, and I put that with I didn't want to do what it is that like I don't like having to be you know a bitch or mean or anything like that, but I will because I'm not one dimensional. I will because I know what it's like, and I know what it looks like when somebody can be taken advantage of to the point where they are xed out. That's why I don't forgive people, because I know that when people think that you treat them like shit and you've forgiven them, they will do that but worse. And if you already want to try to fucking kill me and you've done things that have literally almost tried to kill me, bitch, I'm not forgiving you for fucking shit. So when people try to say or speak for me and say that I forgive people, I'm like, no, and then I'm gonna show you. And obviously, you didn't think that was fucking plain. Because look, if you thought I forgave you, why do you have fucking cops around? If you thought that I forgave you, why were you trying to like hold a little weapon in your fucking purse? Like, yo, that wasn't gonna stop me. That weapon wasn't gonna stop me. But I needed to actually observe the situation for what it is about the cops, because I was like, okay, but the message was received. What would be the intention in order for me to try to come for you after what you did to me? What would be the point of that? The message. What was the underlying reason for me to do that? Was to be like, hey, look, you pushed me too far. You've crossed the motherfucking boundaries and you didn't learn your fucking lesson. So here I fucking am. And you interpreted that with, okay, she's not playing. She's serious this time. Or at least she's serious enough. We need to call the fucking cops. She's serious enough. I need to have a fucking weapon in my fucking purse. She's serious enough. She's serious. She is me. So yes, having known, okay, so next time, because I said this is Russian fucking roulette, whether or not you guys stop watching me or anything like that, you know what the fuck it is. I know I see things for definitely how it is. And I've been seeing that. But it's just like, okay, you obviously, like I said, you guys are not allowed to tell me what to do. You guys physically are, capable of telling me what to do. Like, as anybody with a mouth and fucking, a brain, if they use it, you wouldn't be telling me what to do. But obviously, it's not really, it's not really a good one or a big one. But you still told me what to do. Or you tried to. It doesn't mean I don't have. It doesn't mean I have to do it. So yeah, here we fucking are. I see it for what it is, and you see it for what it is, though. But it's just like, the message that I needed to send was fucking received. So somebody with so much power, I'm just surprised that you guys look so human today, and you guys couldn't do it yourself. a lot of punk shit. But anyway, I gotta go. Got things to do. It's my life. I am the main character. Um, I would say that if there's actually anybody who is genuinely supporting me and doesn't believe that I shouldn't be trying to, anybody who's genuinely supporting me would believe that it was okay for me to stand up for myself and that this is fucking self defense. Anyone who actually is supporting me and believes in me and wants to protect me, this is something where it's just like, I shouldn't be gang stalked. You should you should love something enough where you respect their boundaries. So when it comes to me, you should be able to respect my boundaries to the point where you wouldn't want me to be gang stalked and you would want me to have self defense. And you wouldn't try to come up with an excuse or agree with my opposers or selfish ass people who pretend and claim or confuse themselves and say that they love me when they really don't. They just want to be selfish and they really just addicted to my energy to the point where it's fucking disastrous and toxic. And I do not love that and I do not love them. Disgusting. That is a sickness. That is really a disastrous sickness. And it will do nothing but destroy them. So I don't wish them well. But if you actually are a person who does value me and does want the best for me, apparently I don't see any of that. When there is actually somebody out there, I would love to get those messages, triangulating messages where it's just like, hey, look, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. You stood up for yourself. Even if it came down like to, yeah, those are the ones that I appreciate. That's when I know, like that's not humanity in itself though, but that's fucking intelligence. And I appreciate anybody who's just, who has like emotional and logical intelligence. Cause I don't know what the fuck that was with these people, but it's definitely not that.